Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is Creating Crafts with Jenny. And today we're going to talk about something different, and I've thought a couple different times about doing a video on this, and I'm going to do it anyway. I want to talk about my weight loss journey, and because I know that there are people out there that may have had similar journeys, and we're going to paint also. But I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to switch you down here, and I'll talk about canvas, and what's going on up here, and then I'll probably we'll just kind of keep the cameras rolling and that sort of thing. And I've got a Karen Clark's paint palette here that I'm going to somewhat follow. And we'll talk about that first, then we'll get into the kind of the serious stuff. I've got an all black canvas down here, and we're doing something completely different. I've got Floetrol going down on the canvas here, and I'm going to do a link. I'm going to put it down in the description down below, because I came across something that just kind of was like, whoa, what was that sort of thing? So I had to go digging, because this kind of ties into the weight loss thing too, and I'll try not to jump around too much, okay? I promise you. Then I seen where somebody used just Floetrol going down on a black canvas, and then they put the paint down. That's what we're going to do today. So I will also show a picture of me doing, I've been doing YouTube for quite some time now. I want to say since 2021, I believe. And I'll show a picture of when my face was kind of large. I mean, I thought, to me, my face is kind of big. It was during the pandemic, and everybody was stuck at home eating, that sort of thing. But I was also going through menopause and that sort of thing. I was towards the end of menopause. I was past menopause, that sort of thing, but basically what I was told, I had started, I got hormone replacement therapy, which I was really glad that I did that, but I didn't do that for weight loss. That weight loss was something that was just a benefit of that. And if you want to know more about that, I would go out there and search information about that. They're hormone pellets that they put inside your body to regulate your hormones. And what they do blood tests and all that to find out where you are on that. And basically what my therapist had told me at the time, she said, and I was doing intermittent fasting, and I had done intermittent fasting for about a year before I did the hormone replacement therapy. And I had lost, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds, would come and go sort of thing. And basically what she said was that my metabolism was really slow. And she said it really doesn't matter what diet you would try, because years ago, and I would say probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I did Weight Watchers, and I did really well on it. And I lost a lot of weight, and I kept it off for quite a few years, and I was very pleased with myself. And then menopause hit, and the weight just kept coming back on, and I had no control over it. And it didn't matter what diet I did. And when I say diet, I really didn't do diets. I did lifestyle changes. If I did something, I stuck to it. I was really good about that. And it didn't matter what I did or what I chose to eat or not eat. The weight was there. I was heavy. So here I was carrying around, 30 extra pounds on my body that didn't need to be there. So I decided to do this hormone replacement because for other reasons in my body that I was having issues, with the hormone part of it, the uncomfortable parts of being a female and that sort of thing. And then I was doing the intermittent fasting, And so when I was doing the two of them together, the weight just started to come off, and I was very pleased with that aspect of it. So coming up to December of this year was I was doing really well with all of it. I was very pleased. I was down about 20 some pounds, and I was pleased with my weight loss journey, and I was pleased with how I was feeling and that sort of thing. Well, December and in October, I had gone to have a mammogram done, and they said that I had a cyst. And I'd had them in the past on one of my breasts. Women get them all the time. And so I went looking on my own, just on my own, to try to clean up, try to do something about the cyst. And they were just like, we'll recheck it in 6 months, that sort of thing. So my therapist said, you need to, my hormone therapist said, if you put some castor oil on it, that'll clean them up, and that sort of thing. I was like, oh, okay. So I got me some castor oil, and castor oil is wonderful for a lot of things, and you can watch YouTube videos until you're blue in the face on all the benefits of castor oil in regards to your skin and that sort of thing. And when I did go back and have my cyst looked at again, they said they were looking cleaner. So that was a plus. But I also had started. I had found these I want to say supplements that were supposed to be good for you in regards to for breast cysts, and I took them on my own. Nobody told me to take them. I just started taking them. Well, then shortly thereafter, in December, I got COVID, and I was also was told by my regular doctor that I had high cholesterol, and she put me on rosustatin. Well, come to find out, rosustatin and this this supplement that I was taking, and I didn't realize that until just recently, and we are in July, that the two of them don't like each other. In April of this year, I experienced headaches for 4 months. It was a nonstop headache for 4 months. I started losing my hair. I still have voice issues from the two of those drugs not liking each other. And like I said, I just realized just recently that those two drugs did not like each other. I had stopped taking the rosustatin back in April. I was also taking another drug that was supposed to be good for cholesterol. I had stopped taking that, I want to say, mid-April. What I'm trying to say is when you're looking at supplements and drugs, that sort of thing, just be very, very careful what you're doing out there. I would have never thought that something that was supposed to be good to help me with my breast cyst, and something that was supposed to help me with my cholesterol to bring it down would be fighting each other inside my body. So much so that it's affected my voice, it's affected my hair, that sort of thing. Now this could be a long COVID thing. We still don't know. I still don't know. The doctors still don't know, that sort of thing. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that has gone astray with my body. I have quit taking all supplements altogether. I take 2 little supplements that I take for my hormones, and that is it. There's no more supplements in my body. I tried to take the Balance of Nature type things, and they immediately started my headaches back up. So I have to be very careful what I take, because some of those supplements are still kind of like in my body because I took them for so long. And I was taking a lot of things that I thought were good for me. I was, was taking things that, cranberry stuff that was good for me, and things that, I imagine as I'm probably doing this YouTube, because I'm not monetized yet. I'm still considered a small channel. But between this, they're probably playing some type of commercial where somebody's trying to sell you something to drink, something to eat, something to take, something to put inside your body. And I have learned to read labels, research what is in drugs, and to ask doctors what is inside that drug. And if a doctor cannot tell you what is inside that drug and they don't know, and what can interact with another drug, talk to them a little bit more and ask them if they have data on it. And just do your own research. I mean, how I found this information on my own, that the supplement that I was taking did not get along well with these other drugs. They just did not get along with them. And they just, even though when I would go to doctors and I would say, these are the supplements that I'm taking, they're not going to take the time to read the back labels and say, okay, she's taken all these supplements and now we're giving her this. They're not going to take time to say, okay, do they interact with each other? And how are they going to interact with her? And do you wait till you're sick? I mean, I was really, really sick. I mean, I almost gave up YouTube. And I had actually boxed up all of my paints and had offered to give away a lot of my paints and stuff like that. And my husband said, don't do it, you just chat. Let's see if we can get you better. But I had literally from December to May had a nonstop headache. I mean, it just would not go away. And come to find out later on that the headache was from the supplement that I was taking every day was the reason for my headaches. Something that I thought was good for me was actually very, very bad for me. So just let you guys know to just be careful. And a lot of people are saying everything's all good and so good for you, just to be careful. But intermittent fasting, I absolutely love that. I like everything about it. There's a lady by the name of Diane Parham. I love watching her. I will put a link below so you can see her channel. I follow her logic, and I really, really like her. There's so many out there, and there's so many different aspects of intermittent fasting, and for it to work for you, you need to follow one person, because there's so many different ways to do it, and it's always good to get with just one and try to follow that one person if you want to try it. And she's a good one to follow. She's very down to earth, very smart, that sort of thing. She doesn't try to sell you a bunch of stuff to drink and eat and that sort of thing. The crazy thing about intermittent fasting, there's not a lot of things to sell on it. I mean, I see people on Facebook saying, well, what kind of app should I use? And they're trying to sell something on intermittent fasting when the only thing that they could sell you is a clock, which is when to start eating and when to stop eating. That's crazy. I know. But we are really, truly here to paint also. So I'm going to switch you down here, and I'm probably still going to keep talking about this. So yeah, I just wanted to share my journey of how I'm still working on trying to get my voice back. That's one of the reasons why I like diamond painting so well, is because it's easier for me to whisper than it is to use my full voice. So I probably won't have to do some voice therapy in the future. It's doing pretty good today. So it's pretty strong right now, but in an hour or so, it might be gone. So what happens is my voice is, I get what it feels like a lump in the back of my throat, and it's like, it sounds gross, like a wad of snot. It doesn't come up or it doesn't go down. I don't get choked. It just kind of lays there. And I do have an appointment with an ENT, ears, nose, and throat guy, 3 months out to get an appointment, which is crazy. So I have to stick with it till then. So we'll see about that. And I'll let you know what happens with that. Okay, so I'm going to switch you down here, and we are going to paint. And my girlfriend asked me, she said, well, what about your painting? Does that cause you headaches? I'm like, this stuff has no smell. And plus, I'm not in here as much as I used to be because of my voice, because I'm not talking as much, so I'm not around my paints like I used to be. And diamond painting has no smell, per se. And when I talk to you guys about diamond painting, I'm almost at a whisper. So, go figure with that, right? Okay, so I'm going to put some paint down here. And this is just Floetrol going down. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit of water to this other Floetrol. Just a little bit. Because I want it to be almost clear. So it goes down here. This is kind of an experiment. This may not be what I really want it to be. But then again, it might be really cool. Because I'm hoping some of the canvas, the black canvas, comes through and shows up really cool. So I'm just going to kind of keep it in the middle. And we'll probably just play right here. And I may keep the black canvas showing just out here. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So we'll see. So let's see what we're going to do. Let's do some circles. It's actually one of the colors in this thing, the Karen Clark thing, is black, which is the color of the canvas. So I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, so just putting a little bit of paint down. We'll put a lot more paint down. I promise. So yeah, you know, it's just, this YouTube has such a huge audience, and if I can tell one person, I can tell 100 million, just to be so careful with what you put in your body. And there's somebody out there pushing vitamins, and they're pushing this and that, and something to drink and something to take, and it's like, your bodies can only do so much, you know. I mean, it all sounds good, but until it's not good, right? Yeah. This looks really cool, but I don't know how much of the black's going to show through. I don't think much is going to show through. All right. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping that it kind of goes thin and the black does come through. Does that make sense? Let me see here. I don't have too many bubbles though. See where it's kind of thin on the edges here? I don't know, I think it looks okay. Either then or it's going to shrink up, and so you can see the black underneath here. We'll wait and see how it dries. I don't know. We'll see. See how this is doing. We'll wait and see what it does. Alright, we'll see. Alright, well, we'll wait and see how it dries, and I will take pictures of it and put it with the smartest app I know, which is put the pictures right here. Alright, so like I said, I'll put some links below to the person who was doing some interesting things that was kind of similar to this, but yet kind of different. I will put the link to Diane Parham down below if you want some information on intermittent fasting. She's absolutely wonderful. She does talk about hormones with women and stuff like that. She's absolutely fantastic. I think she uploads every Tuesday. I sit and watch her religiously on Tuesdays. So yeah, she's absolutely wonderful. She's one of my favorites. So there you go. So yeah. So what do I always tell you guys? What do I always tell you guys? Go out there. Be absolutely awesome. Do your thing, and I will talk to you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.